Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Good evening. Straight to intermission. One moment, please. Hello. Yes. Okay. Okay. Back. Yes. Good evening, everybody. Just turned the last thing I forgot to do was to turn the microphone up, so you can all hear me. Can you hear my voice? You can hear me talking. It says it's nice and loud there. Okay. And okay. Dieter Sherney, Paul Wilson, Jeff Lewis, Nick Branston, Anita Kiefel, Stephanie Robinson, Mehdi Tazi, Houston Leon, Nils Point, Null Point. Good evening. H. Yes. Okay. Gary McCourt. Okay. Well. Now, you're going to see that, I like to talk while the punters are coming in and taking their seats. Hello from Russia. Good evening. Welcome to Newcastle. Pied Scooter. Good evening. Pied Scooter, I saw your message about Sweetwater. Be my guest. Be my guest. John Holbrook. Good evening. Long live Her Majesty, because she's a very nice girl. Well, I'll tell you what. Graham Brewis. Good evening, Graham. Graham. Let's talk football next week. And Colin MacDonald and okay, it's all good. It's all good. So, bit of an orangey picture on this particular camera, and you'll see that as the cameras change, it isn't orangey. It's just for some reason, I'm not a cameras person. I don't understand aperture and exposure and f numbers and all of that. I set things automatically and hope for the best. And sometimes when one looks pale and one looks dark, and they're all in the same room, and you try to have some consistency with the different cameras, and you'll see. First and foremost, I've forgotten to start the other playlist. Just give us a moment, folks. You see, what's been happening today? Well, I'll tell you what's been happening today, ladies and gentlemen. I've been working on all kinds of music. And last minute kind of things, and I'm working on lots of different projects, and it's all going to be revealed. There's lots of stuff, going to talk about some new stuff. I hope you enjoyed Little Bobby Bollock Chops, released during the week. It's gone down very well. For those of you who want to know, Little Bobby Bollock Chops has broken all records, and the best I got in 24 hours was 500 hits. And that one in 3 days is now up to 2,100 and some 2,020 or something like that. If Joe Bonamassa puts a video online, it gets 5,000 hits in the first 2 minutes. John Beaver and Queen. Oh, you're in Queen Street, Glasgow. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let's see what's happening. You see, because you're unplugging the guitar and you're running around and you're turning mic levels up and this, that, and the other. I suppose the thing with these pictures being slightly different shades because of the exposure and whatever it is that's not right, you get a different feeling from each different camera. But come the summer, it'll level itself out because you'll still get a bit of daylight. Right, first song, Phase 2. Features Lloyd Croft on the drums. Great player. Here we go. Yes, I haven't played that one for a while. One or two little bumpy bits in there, but who cares? You got in touch with Mick Taylor from the Pedal Show. Excellent. Thank you very much. He used to work at Anderton's Guitarist of the Year. Guitarist of the Year. Oh, I was just thinking about that the other day. Do you know that's actually me winning that award is on YouTube somewhere? Send him a Pied Scooter. Why not send him, if he hasn't responded, why not send him Little Bobby Bollock Chops? That one seems to have hit a spot for a lot of people. Paul Wilson, yes. Lloyd Croft on the drums, Paul. Lloyd Croft on the drums, playing in the dining room downstairs. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Number 2, Single Coil. Any guesses why I called this track Single Coil? Now, in the build-up to the stream, in the last couple of hours, I was playing the Les Paul, and I thought, I'm going to play the Les Paul, and then I'm going to go to the Strat. And then there's a couple of numbers that are kind of Strat-y, and I thought, we're just going to go with the Strat. So here we are. getting warmed up, you know, ladies and gentlemen, because thinking about so many different things of today at the moment, you know. See, now there's the difference between the two cameras, the two different lights. I don't know, you know, hey, who cares, you know. Anyway, Wolfram in Nuremberg, guten Abend, willkommen, alles gut, vielen Dank, yes, interesting. Paulo Grady on Radio 2 now for another poll. Hope you have a good weekend and no storms. It's supposed to be snowing this week, apparently. It's supposed to be snowing this week. What's the number? Beatnik. Okay. Some of you may be aware of this. This buzz. It's not always there. Now, obviously, I've switched everything off and on in this room and surrounding rooms, and I can't seem to find the thing that's causing this uncommonly excessive buzz, even for a single coil. And with the very best of respect, my neighbour next door has this new light in their room, and it's like a fluorescent thing, and I think that's what it is. Oh, now, I did try and knock on the door there just before the show started to see if they would switch it off, in the hope that it might make that noise go away. So my apologies for that noise. We will make some experiments during the week, and hopefully we can sort it out. I mean, it even makes the humbuckers buzz, so what are you going to do? Yes. Hello from Austria. Good evening. Line the walls with lead. Good evening, Laborio. Nice to see you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, tasty jam as usual. Attila Kuskerka. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Nice one, Paul Wilson. You sound good? Oh, thank you very much, Paul. That was track 3. Oh, number 4. Number 4. Europa. Would you ever believe it? Let's see what we've got here. Good evening. Good evening. New York City, Charlie T. Good evening, Charlie. What part of New York City are you in? Are you in Manhattan or are you in the surrounding areas? I know New York rather well these days. Thank you very much, Andrea. Barry Ryan, a master. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barry Ryan. Thank you very much. Beverly Bod, New Zealand, a Geordie in New Zealand. Well. My family live in Sydney. Parts of my family. My uncle and cousins and auntie live in Sydney, Australia, which obviously isn't New Zealand, but Geordies certainly get about. Thank you, Davey O. Thank you, Justo. Thank you, Paul Wilson, Barry Ryan, Beverly Dodd, Andrea Napper, Dieter Sherney, Peter Loudon. Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate your appreciation. And on saying that, look at that, Patreon. I've had the Patreon page for donkeys. Now, would any friends of mine out there do me a favour? Hello from Romania. Good evening from Newcastle. Any friends of mine out there, you know who you are, would you check that the link for the Patreon is functioning? Because I've had nothing but trouble with the PayPal link. Attila, Europa's a classic. Europa's a classic. One of Carlos's very famous. Okay, ain't no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Well now. Well. Let's see what we've got here. Can I just say that you've been listening on that Europa track? That was David Rose, my brother, on drums. David Cowan on organ. And other previous tracks have featured Jim Drummond on drums, myself on bass guitar, Kenny Hutchison on bass guitar, David Cowan on keyboards. This next one is Jim Drummond on drums and David Cowan on piano and organ. Elmore Jones Music Orpheum. Yeah, well, that buzz, I'll tell you what, that buzz wasn't there 6 months ago. And I see that this light has appeared in the back room there. What else? No, I won't say. I was going to say so. You don't know what, you want to say things as a joke and you end up getting the police come to your bloody door, you know. Here we go. Ain't no sunshine. Okay, can I just before we go on to the next song, Anita, did you just copy and paste that from the description of the video? Because if you did, I know that it's there and it hasn't been abbreviated because YouTube has a habit of abbreviating links which make them useless. Anyway. Barry Ryan, you would love to hear the Sunburst telly with the Lollar pickups again sometime. Well, it just so happens that the piano player Paul Wilson has confiscated that guitar and he refuses to give it back to me. But at the same time, I confiscated the Gibson 335 from him. There's going to be more news on Lollar pickups soon. I won't let the cat out of the bag just yet. But I was in touch with Lollar at the end of last week. And we'll talk about it when things move on to the next stage. Here we go. Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone by, forgotten the guy's bloody name now. Hey, I'll tell you, what a disgrace. Thank you very much, Michael. In Greece, thank you very much. Ain't No Sunshine. Amplitude today, yes. Yes, the Amplitude has stepped back in because Thomas Blug's amps are with the Band of Friends. A lot of me stuff's now with the Band of Friends stuff. And we'll be resuming the... good evening, Rax FX. Nice to see you. Bill with us. Oh, fuck. No audio? What? Who said no audio? Mark E. Casaza. Tell me there's audio, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, okay. Somebody's just said that there's no audio. I'm not miming here to silence, am I? Or is it Mark E. Casaza is having problems with his system? There is audio. Because I have made that mistake before. All is good, RaxFX. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Mark. Audio is loud and clear. YouTube is fine. Okay. What was I saying there? Yes. I forgot what I was going to say there. Barry Ryan, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone by Bill with us. That's correct. That's track 5. Dare I let the cat out of the bag? Oh, track 6. Okay. This is, I've played this, I know basically last week, I was working very hard last week and I was preparing the Little Bobby Bollock Chops video. Do I have any use for pedals? Depends what they are. It depends what they are. I certainly don't use pedals live. I use an amp with good gain. It doesn't have to be a high gain. If it's got nice gain and it's grainy, then I don't use any pedals. I don't use any pedals live. I've been kind of weaning myself off reverb as well. This is on YouTube now. Yeah, Jeremy Ray. Good evening, Gilla Pogo. But I always have use for something somewhere. I can always make use of something somewhere. You know. So I focus more on the quality of the guitar and the pickups. Listen. That's the phone. That's Jimi Hendrix at the BBC. That's my ringtone. Obviously, I'm not going to answer it. We're going to listen to it. Yeah, that's Hendrix at the BBC. That's me ringtone. It's very difficult to answer the phone when someone rings you and you get that ringtone because you just want to listen. Yeah, okay, going round in circles. Okay, Sleepwalk, one of my all-time favourites. Been very busy working on various different things. Little Bobby Bollock Chops. We're preparing a lot of new Band of Friends stuff. We've got a lot of German gigs throughout 2022, and we want to get the product out there for these German gigs. And I'm kind of mixing and producing and engineering those with Jerry and the rest of the guys in the band. So when I walked in at Saturday, I was busy all day Saturday. Went out and had a massive Sunday dinner. Last week, walked into the studio, everything needed plugging in and switching on, and I thought no, so I postponed it. And then I got back into the studio Monday morning, work. And so Sleepwalk, I played Sleepwalk last week, 2 weeks ago. And since then, my friend Paul Wilson has put a piano on it. A piano forte, as Boris Johnson's family would probably pronounce it. It's my all-time favourite tune. So I should tune the guitar up to the tuner. And just bear with us a little for ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me. Put the tuner down to 432 Hertz. B's a bit sharp, you see. A bit flat. Come on, son. Up you go. There you go. Right, switch you off. Thank you. Okay, Sleepwalk. With Paul Wilson playing the piano, and I just dropped this piano part into this track an hour ago. and I think it sounds great. Big round of applause. Don't applaud me before the track, but you can applaud Paul Wilson before the track, because I've heard what he did. There you go. Sleepwalk. Yeah. Wenger Carter Simon in Lausanne in Switzerland. Hello, Carter. I'll see you soon, I hope. Paul Wilson on piano there. What a magical. Oh yeah, Lee. Paul Wilson is a great player, and Paul Wilson on guitar. You see, he's on YouTube calling himself Paul Wilson Guitar because he's stolen all my guitars. You see, I haven't got any left. What's the number? Oh, hang on a second. Let's not go charging off down that street just yet. I thought you might be interested to. I thought you might be interested to hear this thing that I've got here. Okay, now it's a little toy. It's a little. It's a little gadget. It's a little toy. I'll have a little sup of water. And have a listen to this. Rory O'Connor, nice to hear from you. Barry Ryan. Oh, I have such great taste. Yes, I'm enjoying. I enjoy my taste for water. As Bill Hicks said 4 years ago, it was opium. What we got here? Look. So I've got this little toy, okay, and it's like a. So where's he gone? It's very strange, these. Okay. Game of Thrones, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting little toy that. Good evening, Ed Miller in Florida from New York. Nice to hear from you. Hello there. Salutations from Fleet Ox and Carter. Bonjour, monsieur. Ça va, Alice? Alice starts speaking German, trying to speak French. Carter and Fleet Ox there in Carter and Fleet Ox in Lausanne. Or are you in Montreal? Or you were in Geneva. Ed Miller's in Florida. Laborio's in New York. Hey, I tell you what, we get around on this show, don't we? So let's go a little bit mental. Just bear with me, folks. Fortunately, I don't charge for mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. You'd be glad to know, because you would be owing me a couple of quid by now. Tinnitus is all right. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you what, Nick. Cut down the sugar, the tinnitus goes away. Well, it certainly reduces. Yeah. So we're all having a good laugh. We're all having a good laugh. That was number 7. Okay, addiction. Here we go. Let's go mental. Yes. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. John from Hartlepool, good evening. Ludwig Supraphonic. Well, now, Ludwig Supraphonic. That is Amplitude 5, and Ludwig Supraphonic is a beautiful snare drum. Yes. Yes. Amber Cruiser, thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just on the, let's take care of business, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take care of business just for a moment. I've got a Patreon page. The link will be in the description of the video. There's all kinds of things in there. All kinds of things. You can have lessons. You can have access to like 100 tracks that I've recorded. My friend Lee in New York took advantage of that offer, and I think he's a very satisfied customer. At least I certainly hope that he is. It's about 100 tracks worth of stuff. But with the thing is with the extra super special Patreon version, you get all the unreleased stuff as well, which Lee got, of course. And a couple of other people have bought that option. But, you know, you can pay £1, you can pay £4, you can pay whatever you want. Have a look at the link, see if there's something in there that tickles your fancy. And, you know, keeps the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. So we've done Sleepwalk, we've done Addiction, we've done Left Bank 2. What we're doing next? Hold on. No. Hold on. Yeah, come on then, let's do Walker. Let's do Hold On. Carter and Fleet Ox will know that we recorded this in the basement of the house on the lakes of on the shores of Lake Geneva, in the basement of oh Christ, what was the house called? It was the Madhouse. That's what it was. It was the Madhouse. Can't remember the name, but anyway, it was recorded in the basement of the house in Montreux, just around the corner from I measured it. It was 150 yards to Lake Geneva, and I would go down there with my shorts on with a towel around my neck first thing in the morning and dive straight into Lake Geneva, swim around for 10 minutes, then sit on the side and have a few coffees and look at the mountains and the beautiful green and blue lake of Geneva. Yeah, fabulous, you know. I should have stuck in at school. Right, number 9. Okay, let's just have a mess about with this. This is a song which is on the whole. It's on the White Mountain Road album, and this is another version that we did, which we didn't finish. Actually, we didn't finish this, so it's become an instrumental for the live stream, and it features fantastic bass player Mr. George Panos from Long Island, New York, and Jim Drummond, my friend Jim Drummond from Airdrie, Coatbridge, forgive me, Coatbridge, on the outskirts, 10 miles outside of Glasgow. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, because things will always get better, no matter how bad they seem. Yes, indeed. Things will always get better, no matter how bad they seem. That's what that song is all about, ladies and gentlemen. You can buy it, actually, on the Bandcamp site. Hold on, it's on the White Mountain Road album. Or we have that album available on vinyl also, too, folks. You see, that hasn't refreshed. Yes, what a ball. What a ball. Okay, so shall we have a look at this one here, what we've got going on here? Okay, so that's what I'm using with the Amplitude. Somebody mentioned Amplitude before. That's my Amplitude setup. So basically, I'll have to renew this as it fades. There you go. Okay. So on the right, you've got an MXR compressor. You've got a Fender tremolo, Boss Overdrive, and a power booster thing. And you know, as you can see, I'm kind of adjusting these. I'll adjust these here on my MIDI controller. You'll see, and I never go like flat out. I never go flat out with these things. Whifflet Code Bridge, yes. Yeah, Ted McKenna's cousin. You like Attila? You like that one? Good, good. Thank you very much. So basically, what we're doing here is we've got a Fender. Got a Fender twin of some description, and we got a compressor and an overdrive and a power booster, and it just kind of, well, you know, who gives a shit? Jesus, let's just play, man. This one's especially for Lee in New York. raggy, but hey, who cares? Thank you very much. I'm glad you've all enjoyed the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to finish now. I'm going to finish with a little gem. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change guitars. That's what I'm going to do. See what we've got. Hang on a second. Where are we? Yeah. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, this is Logic Fuzzy. Nice to meet you, Logic Fuzzy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we are. Look. I was talking about stuff before, and I got distracted because my mind splattered. Okay. If you wanna ask questions, if you wanna get in touch, you wanna be, send me an email to paul@paulrose.co.uk. Now the thing is that's the website. Okay, paulrose.co.uk, but it's not up at the moment. But we are developing one. What it was is when the lockdown hit and all of the gigs were cancelled, I got a 2-week notice saying that your web domain and servers going to be continued. We're going to take payment in 2 weeks. So, because I'd had all of my gigs cancelled, I thought, fuck, I'm going to pull the website down. I couldn't let any money go out. That wasn't. It's been desperate, Yeah, you're not too late, Logic Fuzzy. We're going to do one more. If you're nice, I might do 2 more. So the website's down, but we do have one coming. Now, if you want to email me, paul@paulrose.co.uk, any questions? Not so bothered about your opinions. Jan Law. Perfect way to end the weekend. Well, thank you very much, Jan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Make sure that you have liked and or subscribed, depending on whether you're tuned in on YouTube or Facebook. I do have a Patreon. Don't want to push the boat out too much, but help keep the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Software needs upgrading. Things maintaining and upgrading and all that kind of thing, so every little bit helps, so don't. Space 3, well, let's see. When are you back gigging, Paul? Well, I'll be back in London town, the city of London, on the 2nd of March with Jerry McAvoy and the band of friends, Jim Kirkpatrick, Brendan O'Neill, down in Camden. Can't wait. Camden is my home from home. It's my second home. I lived in the borough of Camden in North London for off and on 15 years, more. And I lived on Abbey Road, just down from Swiss Cottage. Oh, happy days. I was a young, fit, strong rock and roller, but I didn't have my head screwed on, that's for sure. Like I have now, right? Okay. So let me just get the sound right for this next one. Plug it in. Just bear with us. We're going to hang on for just a little second while Herbert, you're welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your kind words, everybody who enjoys, I enjoy. Let's get this down to 432. Why 432? I can't explain. I just think it sounds better. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't care. It's not my business. I like 432 better than 440. I think 440 sounds a little bit jarred. You get used to it, You get used to the 432. And when you go back to the 440, you can't dig it anymore. Now this one, if Ed Miller's still watching, sitting by the pool there in Florida, living it up, while the rest of us have to endure bitter cold and wind and rain, Ed, if you're still tuned in, I'm going to dedicate this one to you. And Paul Wilson added piano to this during the week. No, I use 432 live with my own band. Because that's my business. 440. I'll play 440 if I'm playing for people or working for people. I play 440. I don't inflict 432 on anybody. I'm not that kind of person. You know, it's like I play 432 here, and people who send me keyboard parts and so on, they tune to 432 for me because they are nice people and sensitive, respectful artists. I don't inflict 432 on anybody as a session, but I highly recommend it. And I just say that when I asked Robert Bundrick about this, who played organ for The Who for 30 years, I asked him if he knew anything about the 432 hertz thing, and he said yes, that Pete Townsend had got an engineer to tune the Hammond B3 down to 432. So validation from the great Pete Townsend, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Do you know what? Apparently, it's a bit cold. Paul Wilson put the piano on that this week. My goodness gracious. It only takes him 20 minutes. What a lovely player. Okay, so, yeah. Thanks, Bill. Do you want one more, folks? Do you want a shuffle or do you want a blues? Do you want a shuffle or do you want a blues? You want a shuffle or you want a blues? What do you want? Do you want a shuffle or do you want a blues? Do you want a blues or do you want a shuffle, ladies and gentlemen? The wave. It's fucking... You want a blues, Bill? Blues Traveller. Blues, 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 blues. Okay. Blues. Okay. I get the picture. You want a blues, ladies and gentlemen. There's Carter. As usual, we pass next comment. Larry Coriel, Frank Zappa, Santana, John McLaughlin, etc. Thank you very much. Carter wants a shuffle. Trust Carter to want something different. Blues shuffle. Jeremy Ray wants a blues shuffle. Okay. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. For my friends in Lausanne, Switzerland, I'm going to go over there to the main computer, okay? And I'm going to put a blues in, right? But because I'm going to get up and walk away, what I'll do is I'll run one of my intermission videos. And you'll see that the intermission video was filmed in the car with Wenger, Carter, Simon and Laurent Flitox driving from Geneva Airport to Montreux, yes. And it's a nice little bit of footage. And I'll knock the microphone off so you don't hear us swearing and all of that. Okay. I'll be back in literally 30 seconds. Okay. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, or rather, I'm back. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I was playing the LSL at the beginning of the show, Joe Stope, I'm afraid. So rewind, you'll see that. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, stop the playlist. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, has it been a long one? Yeah, Jesus, nearly 2 hours. Yes, that's enough. Okay, that's enough. Just a quick heads up. I will be back next Sunday. Paul Wilson and I are going to be doing a piano duet on the 15th. Okay, that's next week. That's not this coming week. It's the week after, and it's the Tuesday night. Okay. So Phoenix, Arizona, Don McNamara. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Attila. Thank you very much, John Langan. All right, my son. Thank you very much, John Langan. Nice to hear from you all. And John Langan from Kentish Town City Farm. John, how we used to laugh. How we used to laugh. It's insane how we used to laugh. And I'm going to come to Kentish Town in the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to buy you a cup of tea and a kebab. Yes, great stuff. Great, man. What a life. Wouldn't change it for the world. Okay, Carter, nice to hear from you, mate. It's been too long. It's been too long. I've been going on and on and on. Okay, let's take care of business. You want to email us, paul@paulrose.co.uk. That's me. That's my email address. You can reach me there. Can you post that on YouTube as a reminder? Oh yes, absolutely. It was the it was the mitre, 2 o'clock in the mitre. Better not talk about it on the public address. Better not. Jesus, that was mad. John Beaver, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Joe Stobe, Ludwig Supraphonic, beautiful snare drums. Beautiful snare drum, the Ludwig Supraphonic. Great playing. Who is Ludwig Supraphonic? I wonder if it's a person or is it a snare drum actually texting me now. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, so you can email me, paul@paulrose.co.uk. You can get to me directly that way, but if you're abusive or nasty, don't worry, you won't be entertained. Okay. So there are some strange people out there. Okay, strange ideas. Subscribe or like, whichever you want to do. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, subscribe or like. I should also say share. Make sure that it gets out there. It's a person. Ludwig Supraphonic's a person. Yeah. Alfonso Bastidus, Pengo Chili. Thank you very much. Bandcamp. Got a Bandcamp page, ladies and gentlemen. You can buy it all. Yeah. My friend Ted McKenna had a beautiful Ludwig Supraphonic, if I'm not very much mistaken. In fact, I think Ted used his Ludwig Supraphonic on the White Mountain Road album, if I'm not very much mistaken. I could be wrong. I could have that all wrong. I know he certainly had a Ludwig Black Beauty, which is amazing. And I've also got a Patreon page. Help keep the show on the road. Help support the unsupportable. And that's great. 6.5. Yeah, absolutely. 6.5. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, folks. I'm going to say cheerio in the night, everybody. It's been a good one. I've enjoyed it. I'm a little bit mental, but I don't give a fuck. Right, when I press that button, that means it's over. That means it's over forever. I'll be back in Scotland, John, as soon as the lovely Nicola Sturgeon will allow. Okay. I was talking to Ian about some gigs up there. In the next few months, hopefully we'll fit them in between the Band of Friends gigs. John Langham, if you fancy coming to the gig at the Powerhouse at Campden Lock, drop us a message and I'll put you on the guest list. See you there. Okay. And yeah, we're playing at the Powerhouse, which used to be Dingwalls at Campden. And if you wanna come down and see the gig, I'll put you on the guest list. You don't even have to stay for the gig, just come and have a cup of tea or whatever you want to do, you know. Right, that's it. I'm going to go. Thank you very much, folks. I appreciate you all very much. I appreciate your appreciation enormously. Okay. Bye-bye.